It's kind of a fluffy movie. And Gibson is great in it. I really like Gibson. He's a great actor. He really is. Trains. Get the Gringo, also known as How I Spent My Summer Vacation, came out on DirecTV on May 1st in America, and I decided, you know what? I like Gibson. I'm a fan of Gibson. I'm going to watch it. It's basically about a career criminal played by Gibson who gets locked up in this very strange Mexican prison that's not so much a prison. It's basically just like a squared off place in which people are forced to live. Kind of like a slum, but they have freedom. They can walk around. They can even buy drugs and smoke and beer and, you know, burgers and stuff. There's restaurants in there. It's a very strange prison. And he meets this young kid in there. He's actually the kid from The Sitter with Jonah Hill, and he had like a very serious role in this movie. He's just this kid. He's like 10 years old. He likes to smoke. He has like all these problems. He was raised in this place, and so he's obviously a very hardened child. You know, he doesn't have a childhood. And Gibson learns through him how to interact in this world, and the kid learns through Gibson, you know, how to be a little bit more mature and everything. And eventually some stuff happens. I don't want to spoil it. Basically leads Gibson to have to fight back against a whole bunch of the people involved in this prison. Gibson's Martin Riggs like insanity from Lethal Weapon just comes out and he basically explodes on everybody. I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a fun watch. It was a movie that I was always interested in. I enjoyed seeing where the characters were going to go. Gibson just has this really hardened quality now, not just in his face, but in his voice. He has a very gravelly voice, and it works for his character because he creates this really realistic, edgy demeanor about him, and you really buy him in that location. You buy him as a person that can go into a place like that and work his way around people and, you know, make friends with the right people and understand how things work and get away with doing certain things that other people can't do. You really buy that about his character. But it's also the relationship between him and the boy that I liked, and we've seen that a lot. You know, you take someone who's really hardened, possibly a killer like Terminator and John Connor in Terminator 2, give him a relationship, you humanize the character. It's been done before, but I like when they do that if it works well and the kid isn't annoying. And I like the kid in this movie. I thought he did a pretty good job. The movie definitely has issues, and I think my biggest issue with the movie is just, it's not terribly remarkable in any way. It's just a fun watch. For me, there wasn't really anything about the film's direction or script that blew my mind or surprised me or wow, that's just so awesome. It's just a fun time. And I like the action of the movie. Martin Riggs is coming out. You know, the Lethal Weapon side of him, that crazy side. Like, there's this really crazy scene in the movie where I just felt like an adrenaline rush from Gibson. He like bursts out in this alley, he looks down, he sees his enemy way off in the distance, and he just like bolts for him like as fast as he possibly can. His eyes are just like inflamed and everything. I was like, Gibson, man, you are insane, and this really works for this movie. He has a really great way of bringing an intensity that other actors can't bring to an action scene, and he does that a lot here. But like I said, there really isn't anything very remarkable about this movie. It's just one of those movies where you're probably going to watch it and be like, yeah, that was fine, I enjoyed that, but you'll probably never watch it again, but you won't hate yourself for watching it. And Gibson is really great in the movie. He's really the high point, so I'm going to give Get the Gringo a B-. So let me know, what's your favorite Mel Gibson movie? Mine's like Braveheart, Lethal Weapon, Signs. You know, I just really like him. He's a great actor. And until next time, guys, if you like this review, you can subscribe to my channel and get Stuckmanized.